Welcome into the Palace of Possibilities, aka Pop. I'm Gina Genesis, your pop music psychic. This is another song breakdown, this time with the song Bad Computer by B.o.B. It was released in 2018. Now it is a rap song, and I am not a rapper. That's DottieDot in the background, by the way. I am just going to go over like the standout lyrics. So I'm actually going to start at the end because it's the longest part of the song. And it's the full chorus. By the way, it has an outro with a cello outro. It's very beautiful, about a minute long. So I highly recommend streaming the song. Again, this is Bad Computer by B.o.B. It'll be in the playlist, so I have all the links in the box below. So the full chorus says, I've traveled so far, couldn't tell you how far. Feels as though I have been a million places at once. Many lives I have lived, many battles I fought. I've fought and lost. If you're looking for trouble, you ain't gotta look far. Without the presence of dark, wouldn't be any stars. You may know who I am, but do you know who you are? These roads, they don't go nowhere. These highways are a dead end. I've had my share of losses. I've had my share of lessons. And I sure know what hell is. And I ask you this question. If we ourselves ain't perfect, then how could we know what heaven is like? Yeah. That's a really good one. Okay. Let me go into verse 1 and see if there's a pop-out lyric there. I feel like when he says the body is trash, a bad computer, I feel, and I'm channeling right now. So, I mean, this is stream of consciousness. This is what spirit is bringing through. And I really had to go back to this lyric because really we've been trashing our systems. We've been trashing our bodies. That's why we're a bad computer now. We have to be conscious of what we're putting into our bodies. So he says, a bad computer. The body is trash, a bad computer. A ghost with massive tumors. We've lost ourselves. We are a shell, is what I'm hearing. Like a ghost. That's why he's saying ghost. We're a ghost of what we used to be as a society, as humans that were part of a society. Yeah. Massive tumors, I feel, is talking about, well, the problems. Tumors are problems, right? Nobody wants a tumor, not even a benign one. It's unnecessary. Okay. So the unnecessary problems, the things that we could easily fix by taking care of our bodies, not treating our bodies like trash. Okay. Let's see what else. There's only one more verse. I don't want to make it too long. One of my favorite parts of this damn song is when he says, the year is 5,625. Because I'm thinking to myself, oh Lord, the year 5,625? Híjole. Where he says, I'm not saying the N word, so I'm saying dudes is clapping and stomping in church waiting for Jesus to come back alive. That'd be my family. They still be there. Jesus is coming. This is in reference to, gosh, I don't want to say it like that, but spirit's like, it's the, and no offense if you're a Christian. I was raised Christian as well. Because every religion has truths, but it's the lies that we believe from these organized religions. That's right, Spirit. So Spirit's taking me back to when he says, what's up to you half-truthers? Because again, like the religions have some truths, but it's like half, okay? So it's what are we still going to be believing in 5,625? People still going to be thinking Jesus is going to come back alive. So, yeah. That's a reminder to just be discerning of what you're believing in. What else, Spirit? Where the fuck's the manual? They can't understand me. if you listen to B.o.B, you're someone that's waking up. You're conscious of society and the problems, and hopefully on the path of like, we have to fix ourselves. We can't fix anybody else. It has to start. Look up The Man in the Mirror, right? Michael Jackson. I also did a song breakdown last week for that song because it really does start with us. Yeah. And then we'll just pop out on, this is just a shit show. This is just a Citco. I am only passing. So Earth is just a gas station. Okay. We're just here for this shit show and fuck it. Right. I mean, we'll pop out of the lyrics at least, but I want to leave you with bubble blessings because I know it's some heavier lyrics there. It's a lot to be pessimistic about, and I am the queen of the pessimistic Earth Angels here on YouTube. But let's stay optimistic that we can fix ourselves and that will ripple out into the ethers. Well, the bubble blessing take one failed. So take two, barely on take two. One more. If not, I think Spirit Team has given up. There we go. See, we just have to try again. That's another song. That's Pink, Try Again. That's what I'm hearing now. Oh no, I'm also hearing Aaliyah, dust yourself off and try again. So another try again. Again, any music that comes through, check out the links below. Let's go ahead and pop out of this song breakdown. That was B.o.B's Bad Computer. Thank you so much for popping into the Palace of Possibilities, aka Pop. I'm Gina Genesis. That's DottieDot. Remember, your energies can always change your possibilities. Hasta luego. Until next time. Bye.